Although I'm a screenwriter, I rarely watch the Tony Awards celebration of all the theater acts around the country on Broadway. There was a performance, an opening performance by Fantasia Barrino, Patti Labelle, Gladys Knight, and Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. They killed this performance. This was a performance from the play that Fantasia starring in called After Midnight, and I mean it was not like the current like a standard contemporary R&B performance. It was a structured theater type performance with these voices. I mean, you got Gladys Knight and you got Patti LaBelle together. They're 70. It was amazing to see Fantasia be such a pro. I mean, she's so gifted as an artist, and no matter what she's done in her personal life, it's almost like she's set up for this. She was born to do this. I mean, her performance was just another level in terms of seeing her in a theater element. She was a pro just as anybody else would be in that arena, and she would take over. But the problem I have with the Tonys that I always had is they're too bougie. It's like when people kill the stage when they do great performances, they sit and smile and clap. But they don't stand up. They don't shout and cheer like the American Music Awards or the Grammys. They're kind of restricted. So it's like you see them in their seat, they want to get up, but it's almost like, hey, we can't do that here. It's the Tonys. Other than that, this is a performance that you have to see. The links will be at the bottom, the YouTube links, so you can look it up yourself, or you can click the link and you'll see the actual performance. And tell me what you think. I already know what you think is going to be amazing. You're going to be like, damn, wow, they killed it. Usher is receiving a lot of backlash for the support that he has for Justin Bieber in an open letter that he penned. The open letter is basically talking about how 5 years ago Justin was young when he made the racial remarks. But the thing is that as more videos surface, on one video I had, I was in kind of agreement with what Usher is talking about. He was young and he made these racial remarks, but after I saw the video where he was singing Just One Lonely, the thing about it is that I kind of started to change my tune, because the things that he was mentioning about the KKK in the song and killing a black person, or the N-word, it made me start to see that he was actually aware that it was a bad word. Whether he was 15 or 16, he knew that it was a bad thing to say. He knew that saying those types of things is inflammatory, especially if his mentor was Usher and different people. It would be it's commendable that Will Smith and Usher took him aside at that time, because it was like some kind of cover up. They helped the tapes. They held the tapes for 4 to 5 years. They knew about what was going on, and their point was to not ruin his starting career. They basically wanted to educate him, and I think they've done that. However, this is the truth. This is what needs to come out. The thing about it is, Justin Bieber's quoting Bible scriptures and things like that on Twitter, but people are not going to really accept that kind of fight, because it came out of left field. If he's true and he wants to really change, he has to really apologize genuinely. They need to do an interview with him, like a one-on-one. Give him a skilled interviewer like Barbara Walters, or Diane Sawyer, or Oprah. Somebody that could really get into his head, ask him the questions that they need to ask him. My tune has changed, because it's first I was feeling sorry for him in a way, like, oh well, they're getting him for something that he would never do now, which I don't believe he's a racist at heart, but I believe that he was aware. So that would mean that he has racial ways, so racist ways. So the thing about it is, if he would just come to a realization and admit it, and actually it's not going to make everybody totally believe him, but it's something more than just a statement that he's writing. Or it's more of a conversation where people can understand what he was thinking at the time, and he can stand firm on what he believes now. Because as much as he immerses himself in black culture, there's no way that he still holds those type of feelings. And if he does, then it's for the money, because and it's for his safety, because I couldn't imagine him saying those things now in a club full of rappers. I just can't imagine, him saying things like that. So you tell me what you think. Do you think that Justin Bieber is a racist? Do you think that he made a mistake and he wasn't aware when he was 15 what the word meant? And do you give him a pass? Let me know. Does anybody know who Yaya DaCosta is? Well, she is an actress. She was a model. She was the runner-up in America's Next Top Model. Of course, Eva Pigford or Marcel won at the time. But the thing is, it seems that her star is rising. She was in The Butler with Oprah Winfrey. And the thing about it is, I don't know who's her management, but she just scored a major deal with Lifetime as to play Whitney Houston in the biopic. The thing is that it might be too soon to do a movie about Whitney Houston. I would rather see a movie done for the big screen versus a TV. The only drawbacks with the big screen and the TV, once a movie is released on national theaters, the thing about it is it kind of goes away, it goes to video and things like that. But if it's on a network like VH1 or Lifetime, what happens is that it creates a life of its own. It's always repeated year after year, so new generations get to see a movie, especially if it's done well. Angela Bassett is going to be the director. This is her first directing, foray into television. And the thing is that a lot of people are kind of not totally mad because Yaya has a resemblance to Whitney, but Yaya is kind of she's shorter. She's kind of like a dancer. She had a dancer's body. Whitney was kind of, she seemed taller than maybe she really was. And it's a tough role to actually undertake because Whitney has some ups and downs and successes, but I mean, we have to see how this plays out. But it's a certain amount of people that are kind of upset that she got cast, but it's for Lifetime. I mean, she's still a relatively unknown actress, so I don't know even now who would, other than her, or I don't know who would play her at this stage. She's been on a lot of different commercials, but that's not enough to make you think of Whitney Houston. Or you would want somebody to be close in terms of look, close in terms of accolades. The thing is that if she portrays this well, this could boost her career. But if she doesn't do a good job, if it's not a good script, if the directing is not great, what will happen is that it could hurt her more than that it could help her. I'll give you an example. Selena, Jennifer Lopez, it kind of shot her into superstardom, because it was a good script. She did a good performance, and she didn't necessarily look exactly like Selena, but she was able to portray her. Angela Bassett herself does not look like Tina Turner at all. Skin tone, body type, she doesn't look like that. But when she played that character, she received an Oscar nomination. She was really that good in that film. And hopefully Yaya could play it in a way where it could help her and push her to another height, make her talked about, play this role like, she wants to win an Emmy. It would be great if she was good enough to win an Emmy, because Whitney has so much depth and so much personality that we need somebody that could really nail the little nuances of Whitney Houston that made people go like, oh wow, she did a real good job. I mean, look at the TLC movie. You had a lot of people that looked like TLC. They looked almost exactly like them when they actually shot the movie. However, there was just certain things that you felt was missing from the TLC story. So hopefully this one, they nail it, they get it right. You let me know what you think. Is Yaya the right actress? Do you have someone else that you thought could be better to play that role? Do you think it's too soon for a Whitney Houston biopic? I do. I think it's just too soon, and it should be developed in a way where, for the big screen, if they're going to do a TV version, for a TV movie, I think they should still search and do a motion picture, but that should come years later when it's settled that she's definitely gone. It hasn't been that long. I'm gonna switch gears. This is basically what I want to say: the power of positive thinking, thinking positive about your environment, things that you want for yourself, things that you want to have for your life. It's very important to always focus on positive thoughts, because here's the thing: you bring up a negative thought, negative things happen, and then you're in this cycle wondering why you get debt, why you get all of these negative things that happen to you, and then you fall deeper into it with no kind of understanding of what you're bringing into yourself, your life, people that's coming into your life, all of that you bring in on yourself. Positive thinking kind of is more of a word that you might hear, but it's something that you have to do, and it's something that you have to feel. You got to feel good to be able to express to other people. You got to be able to show love in a way that it doesn't have to be an overbearing type of love. It's just to see how someone's day is, or to give somebody a compliment that makes you feel good, but it makes them feel good, but it also brings you good things back to you. Not worrying about how much money you're going to make is not the way to go. How much money that you can get, those things come, those things attract to you, as long as you give out a positive energy. And the thing about it is that it is so serious. It is so serious. It's more than just words. I'm just talking to you about positive thoughts. It's more of a practice. It's not easy to be positive sometimes. Sometimes you want to fall into a negativity and be just down on yourself, down on the people that surround you. But you got to make a mental conscious change. I don't care if you're in a room full of devils, you're going to have to go in there and block them out, because a lot of the times their negative energy will attach to you, and then you go home wondering why you're feeling all bad about whatever situations that you're going through. And even when you hear somebody or engage in a negative conversation, what it does is it brings the negativity back to you and manifests in some certain type of way. So if you just kind of visualize yourself and things that you want, look into the future and see that, where do you want to be? What do you want to do? How do you want to live? You'll be able to have a vision, and having that vision, that's what you rely on. You look to that future, look to that vision. Don't worry about how you get there. I mean, I've always had a problem with that. I want to see everything on the table. I want it all laid out. I want to see the beginning, middle, and end. But the thing about it is, you end up getting neurotic about it. You start to not focus and things like that. So don't worry about how you're going to get where you're going to get. Just know that you're going to get there. Believe it that you're going to get there. Don't focus on what so-and-so said about you, what so-and-so is talking about you. If it ain't good for you, block it out. Block it out, and sometimes it's a battle. Sometimes you might be at work and you're around negative people, or they're saying negative things. You just kind of got to block them out. Think of good things, think of positive things, and that will make your life more successful. Go to my blog 2312 on Blast. Hit me up, contact me. My information is on there. Check out the stories that I have on the blog as well as my vlog. Look at my vlog, share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and subscribe to my website. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'm open to any type of comment that you might have, as well as any topic that you want me to address. Put it in a message, send me a message, or put it on a post. Let me know. Talk to you later. Peace.